Good morning, baseball fans. Welcome back to another episode of Wake Up with Baseball. We're going to be doing the Wednesday, May 19th baseball games. Another day with 15 games, so I know you guys love ripping through all these games. Giving a quick recap of what happened last night, during the day, etc., etc., the update to the playoff races so far, and all that fun stuff. Not really a ton of news going on around the MLB. Mostly, the biggest news is the no-hitter. Another no-hitter. I think that's back-to-back days now that we have a no-hitter. And I think now we're up to 6 on the season. Can you name them all? That's the real question. Without looking. No cheating, no cheating. But before we jump into it, go down there, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Trying to get to 100 subscribers, really. That's the goal right now. But yeah, let's jump into it. We've got 15 games. And, I'm not going to dilly-dally all day. So White Sox 2, Twins 1. This was the matinee game yesterday, so I had a chance to watch this game because there was no competing games on at the time. Twins got out to a quick 1-0 lead here with a home run here. Nelson Cruz hitting his 10th of the season. He joins the 10 club. But then after that, the Chicago White Sox, they tag on a couple runs in the 5th and the 6th, and then they don't really look back. Shoemaker had potentially his best start of the season. 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 2 Ks, picks up the loss. Giolito on the other side goes 8, 1 earned run, 11 Ks. Giolito is now 3-4 in the season. Hendricks picks up his 9th save of the season. White Sox are up 2-1 in that series. That might be over. Next up, Padres 3, Rockies 0. That's now 17 straight innings of shutout baseball for the Padres. The Rockies haven't scored since the first inning of yesterday, so that's a little bit of a concern. Musgrove goes 7, 0 earned runs, 11 Ks, so probably one of his best starts since that no-no he hit. Hint, hint, there's one of your no-nos from the question at the beginning. On the other side, Gonzalez goes 6, 2 earned runs, 6 Ks, and he's 2-2 now on the season. Melancon comes in, league-leading 15th save of the season. Tatis Jr. hits his 10th home run of the season, and Jake Cronworth hits his 4th. So basically that's it. 2 home runs difference here, no runs. Got to score runs to win games. That's what I like to say, right? Speaking of not scoring runs, the Reds 0, Giants 4, and the Giants have taken care of business against the Reds. Have been good to see, and their possible Cy Young candidate, Gosman, is now 4-0 on the season. 6 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 8 Ks, gave up 1 hit over the night. A couple of walks, but that's okay. On the other side, Wade Miley goes 4.2, 1 earned run. He gets the loss on 1 earned run. It's rough. Yeah, that's it. And then the bullpens come in and take care of business the rest of the way for the Giants. So I don't know the number, but it feels like the Giants are by far the team that wins the most games by shutting out the opponent. That seems to be the case so far this season. Buster Posey having a great season. 3 hits tonight, 3 RBIs. He's the hero. 3.74 ERA, 1.108 OPS. He's having a great year. And pretty much the Giants all around are having a shocking year for a lot of people, but it's starting to make a lot of sense. Definitely with the rotation they got, they're cruising. Next up, we have the Rays 9, Orioles 7, and the poor Orioles. Part of me thinks I put a curse on them at in this week's power rankings. I said, it can't go any further down than here, right? But it appears it can. They were up 5-0 in this game. Allowed Tampa Bay to edge back in to make it 5-3, and then they put up 1. So now they were up 6-3, and they only had a few innings left to go. But sure enough, the Rays offense came to life in the 7th and 8th here, putting up back-to-back 3-run innings. We have a couple home runs. Brossoit hits his 4th. Randy Rosarina has 2 tonight, and he's up to 6 now. He had a 3-hit, 4 RBI night. Pretty much the big part of the Tampa Bay offense, of course. And then we also have... nope, that was it, actually. And then on the Baltimore side, we have Trey Mancini hitting 2 home runs as well. I got a little confused. So Trey Mancini, 2 home runs. He had 4 hit, 5 RBI night. So he had a huge night, but it's not enough. He's up to 9. Freddie Galvis is up to 5. but it's not enough. The Orioles fall short. This is John Mean. Mean's probably worst start in a long while, if not the whole season. 6.1 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, 6 Ks, and Yarborough on the other side goes 3 earned runs over 6, etc., etc. And then Pletko comes in, blows the save. But yeah, that's it. Tampa Bay shows that they're right in that American League East hunt, and they find a way to win that game against the Orioles, which you got to do. Marlins 3, Phillies 1. Marlins showing, was this Rogers? Speaking of Cy Young candidates, which I was talking about with Gosman, Rogers has been somehow unbelievable. 7.2, 1 earned run, 8 Ks. He's now 6-2 on the season. Marlins have quite a bit of young pitching talent, but he's come out above the rest so far this season, it seems like. Jack Eflin goes 6, 2 earned runs in the loss. He's now 2-3 on the season. And McCutchen, 7th home run of the season, is the only run for the Phillies. And Brian Anderson hits his 3rd of the season for the Marlins. And they just tacked on a couple runs here and there to pull up this win. It's a big win. And really, like, they're not too far out of this hunt. If they can go on a little bit of a run here, with Trevor Rogers leading the way. Next up, we got Braves 5. Mets 4, and this one was a walk-off home run here from Acuna Jr., our man. He's up to 13 home runs. He's now clearly in 2nd in the home run race. Villar on the other side hits his 4th of the season, but this walk-off home run highlights a nice comeback from the Braves. I thought this was going to be one of those ones where the Braves were up 3-1 halfway through the game, and then their bullpen comes in, and then they give up that 3-run spot in the 7th to the Mets, and I'm like, this probably is that same situation that we've seen the Braves handle all the time. 4 hits, giving up 4 runs, but they do. Acuna, showing MVP caliber, walks this one off, and he says, it's over, and then, yeah. You have to see that highlight. Charlie Morton goes 6, 1 earned run, 8 Ks, and it's probably one of his best starts since that very first start of the season. I remember he had a good start. Will Smith picks up the win in this one. After blowing the night before, he ends up getting a second chance, and he's back in there. Jay Barnes for the Mets gets the loss. Peterson goes 4.23 earned runs, 5 Ks. And this is a big series because really both these guys are potential chance. Well, this whole division is tight locked, but yeah, got to keep an eye on that division. Next up, Boston 7, Blue Jays 3, and Boston came out firing after yesterday being shut out. They put up 6 in the first 2 innings, and that was pretty much enough to cruise this one to the end. A lot of home runs from Boston. Verdugo hit his 6th in that first inning. J.D. Martinez then follows it up at the very next at-bat, hitting his 11th. Then we have Vasquez hitting his 3rd, and then on the other side, Semien getting his 10th of the season for the Blue Jays. I believe that makes him the 3rd Blue Jay to hit 10 home runs this season, which I don't think there are another team out there that has 3 players above 10 home runs. I think, because we know Vladdy's there for sure, and I think Bo Bichette has 10, but maybe I'm wrong. Let me know if you guys know. Ross Sternpling goes 3.26 earned runs, 7.2 ERA on the season. Jays, this is the one big flaw in the Jays rotation, is this day where they have to really throw together a Frankenstein style of pitching. It's not working for them. Garrett Richards on the other side, 6.2 earned runs, 5 Ks. He's now 4-2 in the season. He's been a good addition. Good pitching for the Boston Red Sox. Nationals 4, Cubs 3, and the Cubs had a bunch of chances to get back in this one. They just couldn't. And the Nationals continue to do pretty well when Max Scherzer's on the mound. Max goes 5, 2 earned runs, 8 Ks, leaves with the lead and gets the win. Now 4-2 in the season. Brad Hand gets the save, his 5th of the season. Jake Arrieta goes 5, 4 earned runs. It's a pretty mediocre outing, but the Cubs missed their chance. They had a couple chances to get back in this one, and they just didn't. Juan Soto hits his 4th home run of the season, one solo shot, and then Baez in the 9th inning, trying to bring it close, hits his 10th of the season, but it's not enough. The Cubs fall a little bit short, but they do win the series. They're up 2-1 at least. I'm going to say what they're at because So I don't look ahead at today's schedule, and I don't know who plays like a fourth game or whatnot today. So sorry about that. I'm not that pro. I try. There's so much going on, right? Cardinals 8, Pirates 5. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time. Cardinals were at 6-0 right off the gate. We have Jack Flaherty. Now 8-0 on the season. 6 innings pitched, 200 runs, 7 Ks, 2.53 ERA. Trevor Cahill gave up 400 runs in that first inning. He doesn't get out of the first inning. He's now 1-5 on the season. If you're 1-5 and you're on the Pirates, I don't suspect he's got a whole lot of leash left in this league. Maybe he'll make a good bullpen guy down the stretch. We'll see. But Alex Reyes comes in for his 13th save of the season. He's got to be right up there with Melancon in saves. Home run wise, we have none from the Cardinals, and Polanco hits his 4th. It's off Flaherty himself as well. But the big Goldschmidt, 3-hit night, 2 RBIs. He's starting to build, that average is slowly but surely creeping back up to where we're kind of used to seeing it. That's for sure. That brings us to the Yankees 2, Rangers 0, and Corey Kluber gets the no-hitter. In case you didn't know off the top of the show, that this is the man who did 9 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 9 Ks. 1 walk in there. And then on the other side, we had Yang, 5.1, 2 earned runs, 2 strikeouts. But the no-hitter is the big story. It's the first one of this century, apparently, that for the Yankees. So it's been a little while since the Yankees have as pitcher throw a no-no. So it's great to see. The Yankees had 2-run 6th inning, and that's it. That was pretty much the difference. And yeah, Yankees are winning games any way possible. Pitching, batting. Been an interesting ride for sure. Indians 3, Angels 2. Ohtani's pitching, hitting, and fielding in this one, but it wasn't enough. Superman himself couldn't get it done. Bowers hits his 2nd home run of the season for the Indians, and it's off Ohtani in the 5th. And that ties up the game, and then in the 6th, they take the lead on this one. Jared Walsh hits his 8th of the season. Ohtani goes 4.2, 2 earned runs, 5 Ks. I think a big concern in this game was Ohtani's velocity was not as high as it has been. A little bit of concern there. On the other side, Cavalli goes 7, 2 earned runs, 8 Ks. He was now 6-1 on the season. Been one of Cleveland's best pitchers. Maybe potentially the best, but you always got to throw Bieber in there. It's been a good year. The Indians taking care of business against a team that's definitely been struggling all year long, and they don't have Trout. Royals 6, Brewers 4, and the Brewers just falling short ever since I gave them a lot of credit. I feel so bad. I put a little bit of a curse on them. Jackie Bradley Jr. hit his 4th of the season for them in this game. They got out to an early lead, 1-0, and then Kansas City hit 2. And you thought that Brewers, once they got the lead in the 4th, that they'd be able to close the door because they do have Burns on the mound. He goes 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 9 Ks, and they didn't make the same mistake. At first, I thought they did. When KC took the lead in the 7th, I'm like, no, I hope they didn't send out their starting pitcher for that one extra inning like they did with Woodruff yesterday, but they didn't. And it's just Fayarizian, I'm going to get that wrong, but he blows the save in this one. Kansas City, Keller goes 5.1, 3 earned runs, 4 Ks. A little bit of a good start for him, and they are able to close the door, even though Milwaukee throws up a late run in the 9th here. They had put up a couple runs late in the game as well to pull out to the lead. Kansas City, a little bit heating up maybe. Astros 8, Athletics 4, and the Astros, after blowing that game late yesterday, they're like, all right, we gotta take care of it. There's 2-1 going late innings again, and then the Astros pile it on. They put up 6 runs in the 7th and 8th and really put this one out of reach for the A's. Home runs, Altuve leads the game off with his 5th home run of the season, but that's it for the home runs. Zach Greinke goes 8 innings, 1 earned run, 8 Ks. Amazing start for Greinke. He's definitely quite a character, and he takes care of business in this one. Frankie Montas on the other side, 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 6 Ks. 2 earned runs, but he doesn't get the run support, and that's enough to give him the win or the loss in this case. Dodgers 4, Diamondbacks 2. And as much as the Diamondbacks had that lead for like a split second, 2-0, the Dodgers, I guess it wasn't split second, it was 2-1 actually for the majority of the game. But then the Dodgers put up that 3-run spot in the 7th there. Eduardo Escobar hits his 10th home run of the season for the Diamondbacks. We have no home runs on the Dodgers, which has kind of been interesting. They haven't been hitting a whole lot of home runs. Justin Turner left 6 on base in this game, and Austin Barnes left 5. So a couple of missed opportunities there. But they had Kershaw on the mound going 6, 2 earned runs, 8 Ks. He gets that no decision. And then Peacock for the Diamondbacks, 5.1, 1 earned run, 4 Ks. And the bullpen gets charged with the blown save. We get Kelly. He's back. We haven't seen a lot of Joe Kelly this year, but he's back. He gets the win, and the Dodgers get the win. They've been on a little bit of a roll, quietly on a roll. Don't let them fool you. They're going to sneak up on you, for sure. Don't let them sneak up on you, of all teams. Tigers 6, Mariners 2. And I think I need to stop talking about certain teams turning it on or whatnot, that they're performing so well, because when I do, they seem to take a turn for the worse, and the Mariners are a prime example. On the plus side, Kelenic does get his first hit since that second game, but it's not enough. Seattle was out to a 2-0 lead early in this one. They were against Skubal, who has not gone all season without a win. And you think they're going to pull away, but then they give up 5 over the next couple for Detroit, who did it on no home runs. It was mostly just hits and 1 double, but the rest death by 1,000 slashes, I guess. Kyle Seager hits his 9th home run of the season in that first inning. It's a 2-run bomb, and that's what gave them that 2-0 lead. Skubal, he went 5, 2 earned runs, 9 Ks, so it was a really good outing for Skubal, and now he's 1-6, so we got to be happy about that. Gilbert for Seattle only went 2.23 earned runs, 2 Ks, and it was pretty much like a bullpen situation for them. Michael Fulmer, I guess they not using him as the closer again. It's kind of interesting. I don't get what. I guess it wasn't a close situation, but it was a hold situation. Then so the Tigers put up, but I don't know. I don't quite understand what the Tigers are doing these days with their bullpen, but it's working. The Tigers I think they're above 500. If you look at their last 10 games, it definitely feels like they're above 500. So it's been pretty fun to watch them at least turn it on. No longer can I really consider them the worst team in the power rankings. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching this rundown of all 15 games for May 19th, Wednesday. Yeah. Please go down there, like, subscribe for the video. Power rankings coming out this weekend. I promise you, I will have a separate video that isn't this Wake Up with Baseball or Power Rankings coming out this weekend. I plan to really start making it so we can get some more videos, more content, and grow this channel. So thanks for watching. We'll see you for the next video.